This is an absolute cluster fruitcake. We've got the Corvette that was on pole. He's now just sinking like a stone through the field. We now got a bunch of people all kind of tripping over each other. We're going side by side with a BMW through this corner. This is definitely not a good idea. Now the Cobra's slid and hit the wall. Now we've bounced off the Cobra. Now the guys in front have slowed pathetically for this corner. And I think he's now bounced off the wall. We're now banging with the BMW. I'm now banging a BMW apparently. Jesus Christ, I don't know what words are anymore. Hello gamers, welcome back to the Armbar Arcade and welcome back to our complete series on Gran Turismo Sport. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, because to be honest, I'm enjoying playing the game quite a lot. There's not much in terms of raw content in the game, but what there is, kind of fun so far, it's not too bad. Last time out, we literally entered the Clubman Cup in a motherfucking pickup truck, and we still won 3 out of 5 races, and we finished second or third in the other one. So, we're going to have to step it up a bit more, especially as we're heading into the Frur Challenge. Yeah, we're having another Frur Challenge. We had one in the beginner league, we're going to have another one. The lineup is much improved this time around. A lot more powerful beasts this time around in the Frur Challenge. I actually did some testing for this series. I tested a couple of cars, and in the end, I settled on this little thing right here. Yes, here it is, folks. My lovely, shiny new Toyota 86 GT 2015 with a massive 198 horsepower, yeah, I'm definitely bringing I'm not even bringing a knife to a gunfight. I'm bringing a pen to a nuclear war, which, given Donald Trump's tweets recently, could actually be happening by the time this video goes out. Down here, the softest tyres we're able to run are sports soft tyres, so I'm up to there. Normally, by default, I've run sports hard or mediums, but I think, you know, our main advantage is going to be in the corners. It fucking ain't going to be on the straightaways, I'll tell you that. So let's maximise our grip in the corners and give ourselves some soft tyres. One annoying thing about this game is there's no real, like, upgrades. You can't really buy, like, new engine parts and stuff like that, which is kind of a core part of Gran Turismo, which kind of sucks. But you can do a little bit of quick tuning here. So, you know I'm here for a challenge and everything, but 198 horsepower may be a touch too little horsepower. So if we go up to the max, we've got 119% on the power ratio. That gives us 235 horsepower. If my testing is anything to go by, this should, hopefully, lead to some pretty exciting races. There's only one way to find out, though. Fight! So here we go then, round 1 of the FR Challenge Plus at the Kyoto Driving Park. And I've just noticed on the map there's a lot of straightaways on this layout, but never mind. We're up and away. And, my opponents are somewhere in the distance. Let's set about catching up with them, shall we? Oh god, by immediately oversteering off at the first corner. Or understeering, I don't even know. This is already too exciting for words. I may have to actually, like, overdub the commentary for this, because, like, I may have to concentrate, like, so much that I'll actually you'll just hear, like, silence and the occasional, oh no, or oh god, or the odd, like, kind of grunt or something. And there's some innuendos in there, so let's move on. So we're up behind, what is this in front of us? What is this thing? Oh god, it's faster than us, but then again I think a hamster on a wheel is faster than us right now. Come on! In fact, our car is powered by hamsters. This is like being back in the Suzuki Swift. Alright, here we go. Come on. And we still can't pass this guy. It's the Lexus. It's the LC5. Oh! Lexi 500, LC 500, that's it. Got my words out in the end. It is not, as I first called it, the LX. Oh! That's an entirely new model. I think that's a Japan-only model. Oh, here we go. Dive bomb. Oh, here we go. This is exactly what we need to do. Oh, what is this guy doing? He's bought our old car and resprayed it, and now he's blithering around at the back. Look at this absolute twat. Just going in raw here on the insults. Why not? But as you can see, we've got a challenge ahead of us. We are already nearly 20 seconds behind the lead car. So basically, the whole point of this is there's no time to waste. There's no time to waste prattling around in the midfield. I've just got to tear through the field as quickly as possible, and drifting is not the way to do it, car. Come on. This car does like to drift. I'm also now using this... Oh my god. I'm also now using this camera angle because I prefer to drive in it. Sir, can you not? So would you mind? Oh, brake. There we go. The brakes are quite good on this car. It's very skittery in the rear. The rear end of this car is very light, very lively. But that's not too bad. I can kind of control that most of the time. Move past the RX-7, which really, I mean, what are you doing here? You couldn't win this race first time around because I beat you in a 40-year-old car, or however old that Corvette was. So now what are you doing here, mate? You're just going to get gobbled up, mate. So we're going to finish lap 1 of 5 in 11th place, having started 16th, shotgun on the grid as usual. And we're about 18 seconds down on the leaders. So we're probably going to have to make up a bit more time than that in 5 laps. But like I say, this is why I might have to like overdub the commentary, because I might have to really focus and like just end up just long periods of absolute silence, which would be exciting enough for me. But you just watching, they're like, okay, well, this is absolutely fascinating, isn't it? Although it'd be kind of realistic to real like motorsport onboards. Oh, go on. This is what we have to do, folks. This is what we're going to have to do. Just pounce on any little opportunity, especially in the corners. I mean, the fact of the matter is this: we won't get opportunities on the straightaways. We will get left for dead on the straightaways. And I'm not talking about getting eaten up by zombies in an online game. I'm talking about literally just choking on exhaust fumes as everyone just fucks off into the distance. But we are up to 10th, and we're now 17 seconds behind the leader, under 17 seconds in fact. I'll say this isn't really a power track. This is a nice enough combination of turns where I think we will have a slight advantage. But it's going to be corners down here where we're going to need to maximise that. Come on, light on the brakes. This is the corner of blood feuds, as we found out in the Swift. What is this guy doing? This absolute pleb in the Aston Martin just is not going anywhere. And we've also passed another Mazda in the process as well. Watanabe, we've both pounced on that blithering Aston Martin. There seems to be certain corners at certain tracks that the AI just cannot do. There's that little complex there. There's a certain track at Maggiore that we'll be going to next up, that the AI just sort of run wide and frequently bash the wall. There's that corner at Interlagos where we saw that guy in the Mustang just fuck off and get lost and end up in Argentina by the time he finally realised what he was doing. But those are the kind of opportunities we're going to have to pounce on here. Oh, BMW M4 is... Look, oh, there's another one. They've both run wide. And we're going to claim 1 and maybe 2. Come on. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We will complete the pass and we'll get to a corner. We'll get to the safety of a corner before they can bring the V8 power to bear again. But you will remember from the... Come on. Oh my god, there's no... Oh my god. Yeah, there's a couple of problems with this car. Where it's so underpowered, there's massive gaps in the torque band. Like, literally, you'll get caught in second gear going bim, 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 and then go to change up and then be like, it's nothing. Sorry. Give me a minute. Oh god. The guy in the BMW is flying up on the inside, but they're going to trip over each other. Give us a chance to get away. That's good. I think the straightaway is going to be a little bit too much of a challenge this time around. We got 3 laps to go. We're still about 15 seconds behind the leader, who has fucked off. It's another one of those races. Seems to be quite common, and it's a little bit annoying. I'd rather, like, it just seems to be like there's one car. Oh, sir, are you aware what an accelerator is? You've got near 500 horsepower V8 Mustang there, and you're sort of pootling along like you're on your way. You're off to Tesco or something. What are you doing? Anyway, now I finished just randomly abusing that guy. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the AI lineups are a bit weird. You'll get this one random car that will just fuck off into the distance. Even in the one-make races, which is kind of weird. All the cars are equal, and yet one guy will just sod off into the distance. It's a shame that it couldn't have been programmed for like 2, 3, or maybe 4 to do that at once. There just always seems to be one like rabbit car or one hare that just fucks off into the distance. And at the moment, we're moving a little bit too fast, I like to think, to be called the tortoise, although our top speed stats probably are about as fast as the tortoise in relation to all this lot. And all their fancy V8s and their turbos and their... And we've got a little battle pack coming up here. We'll be able to make it onto the podium if we get past this lot. I just realised I missed that braking point. Come on, bring it back. There you go. This is a very nice car to drive, I will say, and that's kind of important if you are planning on doing one of these underdog kind of battles. You know, you've got to be able to push the car to the limit and then a lot more than that to be able to win. So you've got to have confidence in your car. I completely didn't cut the track there. Haha! You cut the track going the wrong way, didn't you, mate? Look at you pleb. No, we're up to 4th now, and this is now the battle for 2nd. We are gaining here. If we can clear this lot, we might still have a chance to chase down the leader wherever he... Oh, come on! No, come on! Car, accelerate, don't just like power slide around. One thing I will say about the car, that light rear end, it does light up really quickly. So you'll be like, okay, I'm making an overtake, and power down off the corner, and it'll be like, whee! I'm drifting! And then you're like, no, I don't want you to drift. I just want you to go around the corner. This is not a drift challenge. This is not Initial D. If they ever make a modern adaptation of Initial D, this is one of the cars that has to be in it. This is a natural drift car right out of the box. But is it a natural 2nd place finishing car? We're about to find out. On the outside of a BMW M4, Eiffel. We're about to launch an attack on the Eiffel Tower. And one of the petties is here. Presumably his dad Richard is not going to be happy with me just punting his... I don't know what relative he is. This BMW's back. He's annoyed at my bad joke about the Eiffel Tower. Oh, now they're trying to battle side by side and they're getting in my way. Right, you lot, we need to sort this out. Come on, come on. Oh, he's lost it on the... Oh, he lit up the rears there. Didn't get a good run off the corner at all. And we are through. Well, not quite. Not quite. Oh my god, what is this guy doing? He's trying to spin us. Are we gonna try and go 3 wide into the... We nearly went 3 wide into the court. Shit. Goodbye, cone. It was a choice between me or the cone, honestly. And in that situation, the cone had to die. I'm very sorry. And in fact, would you look at this? We are now within 6.2 seconds of the race leader. Now, I do think there's a little bit of, if not rubber bandy, but adaptive AI, where if you're catching up on the leader, they will be pretty slow. And then especially when you get near them or indeed past them, they do tend to get faster. So we'll see about that, but we'll see. We've still got some work to do. This is not a gimme. 6 seconds is still a yawning chasm of a gap. It's now 5.3. And bearing in mind he's going to make up at least a second, maybe 2, or maybe about 10 on the front straight. Now let's see if we can get around the... Come on. And then gentle on the power. There you go. And then just... We changed to 3rd gear and there's just nothing. Actually, I'm not being fair on this car. There is some power there. Just in comparison... Oh, God. In comparison to who I'm racing, there's absolutely fuck all. It's just nothing, really. We are 6.1 seconds down as we start the final lap. But we do know where we are strong. I don't even know what the lead car is. In my test runs at this series, it was normally either a BMW or a Mustang. It was whatever happened to be quite fast and also started at the front. Because you often get quite a lot of really fast cars that start in the mid-pack and just can't really work their way through fast enough. We're now up to 3 seconds. Here we go. Basically, my whole vibe is... Do you remember those 3-lap battle driving missions in Gran Turismo 4? I want that to happen every single race. Because the way they set the AI up to be like... They're so spread out, so you have to sort of catch them in the time you've got, rather than a straight sort of everyone on the starting grid start at the same time sort of thing. That's kind of how every race ends up panning out. So here we go, up towards this corner for the last time. And we are so good through here, and he is really not. Oh my god, we have changed down too early there though. I think that's the Mazda Atenza, isn't it? The Group 3, Group B car, whatever it is. Calling some of the like fictional race cars in this game Group B cars kind of odd, because I'm like, that's not a rally car. It's not an Audi Quattro we're talking about. It is as fast as one at the moment. 2.2 seconds, 2 seconds. Oh my god, he stopped. Come on. And now he's power sliding. Oh no. No, we've done the... Come on. Stupid car. I told you, man. You can't drive this car with a lead foot at all. And unfortunately, that's all I have. So... Hang on, though. Here we go. Oh, totally didn't cut that corner. Come on. Right, oh my god, this is the final corner. This is the final corner. Come on. Come on. I think we're going to be too far away. Ultimate dive bomb. Oh my god. Come on. No, don't trick. Oh, yes, go on. Yes. And into the lead. Are we going to be able to hold him off to the runs? I don't think we're going to be able to hold him to the line. Come on. We're just going to mirror drive all the way to the... No. Missed the gear. Oh my god, we may be able to do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where's the finish line? Yes. Yes! Oh, yes. Woohoo! Oh, baby, that was fun. Oh, God. 0.1 of a second at the finish. The drag race to the line that... if there was any kind of real-world marshals involved in this race, they probably would have DQ'd us. The amount of blocks we threw. But, I will say, after I threw those initial blocks... Can I just point out, by the way, car handicap plus 90%. That's basically the game acknowledging how much of a sort of underpowered car I've brought to this race. And I do appreciate as well that the game actually rewards you for bringing in, like, underpowered cars and making it a real challenge. I like the fact the game does that. That's cool. But, oh boy, what a finish. 0.14 of a second at the line. And after those initial blocks, I had to just kind of hold my line. And luckily that... I don't even know what engine's in the Atenza, but it wasn't enough in the end. And we claim our first win of the Furu Challenge Plus. Oh, baby. Before we go on to the next round, though, I need a big old sip of tea. Oh, that's better. Right, on to the next race. Here we are then at race 2 of the Furu Challenge Plus at the Autodromo Lago Maggiore. And I'll tell you what, This is possibly my favourite fantasy track in this game. It is an absolute blast, this track. It really does feel like... It feels like Mugello on roids. It feels like it should be an actual Grand Prix track, and I love it to bits. People will moan that no car can pass, but hey, it's F1, they can't pass anyway. Bollocks to it, just put him here. Well, you have to build the track first, but never mind. For now, we are racing on it, and we are up behind a Mazda RX-7, which nearly was my pick for this challenge, for this series at least. Until I decided to be a right masochist and go in this instead. But so far, after that amazing win at the first round, it's kind of working for us so far. Let's see how we go. Now, in my testing, I noticed a couple of things. Mostly that there's a few right overpowered cars in the field, and you've got to be careful as to where they start. And also that the AI just cannot drive sometimes. And thank you for blocking me there, sir. You blithering idiot in the Camaro. Wayne Strickland, presumably no relation to wrestler Shane Strickland, who has cool entrance music and is a really good wrestler, which is probably what you should be. So you're fucking no good as a race driver, are you? Given I'm now past you on the outside. Just retire, mate. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, there are some really OP cars, and the AI still can't drive Lexuses of any kind. So, but yeah, there's a couple of the Group 3 road cars that are really OP, and in fact, I've just passed one of them, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, I see you there, V. Munoz, presumably no relation to Carlos Munoz. In the that's one of the you know, the fantasy Group 3 or 4 cars they've made, which are like homologation specials or whatever. I think they're quite cool, but that and the Corvette version are hey, holy shit, that was some nice power sliding there. Full marks for style, no marks for speed though. But yeah, those cars are really OP, so we've got to be careful about those ones. And another car we've got to be careful of, bizarrely, is the Shelby Cobra 427. Those cars are really fast. They start in the top 5, we're basically doomed. And in fact, there's one in front of us now, but he is only in 7th place, So, let's get through the corner here. This might be like the last race. I might have to go quiet for a few moments to really, like, concentrate. I'll be like tongue sticking out and everything, really focused. Right, up the inside. Let's stop talking about tonguing. Not what I should be saying. Now is not the time to be dropping innuendos, AJ. Well, it worked, though. I got past him. We're up to 7th on the first lap. What a charge. But then again, I have just looked at the leaderboard and seen we are still 16 seconds behind the leader. So let's start sucking each other's you-know-whats just yet. Oh, God. Another Lexus that literally has no clue about the concept of driving, let alone racing. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just the Lexuses, the Lexi in this game that just cannot drive. Are they just sort of all, like, that terrible a handling car? Like, I don't remember that episode of Top Gear where Jeremy Clarkson was like, this Lexus is the worst handling car in the world. Anyway, oh, God, come on. Speaking of bad handling, if I have a bit of a lead foot, this car can light up the rears very quickly and handle pretty poorly, I've got to say. But so far, we're doing all right. The lesson with this car, the attitude you got to take whilst driving this car, it's hard to maintain in a stressful race like this where everyone's got more power than you and everyone's bigger and just bullies you out the way and stuff like that. The attitude you got to remember is something I learned from a great motorsport icon, of course. That is the man who potentially could be IWGP World Heavyweight Champion by the time this video goes out. I'm actually recording this the night before Wrestle Kingdom 12, and I'm pretty fucking stoked about it. But that man is, of course, Tetsuya Naito, a proponent of the tranquilo lifestyle, and you've got to stay pretty tranquilo in these sort of high-pressure situations. If he's able to do it in the biggest match of his career, I'm able to do that in the biggest race of my career. I'm going to have to be able to. We are 4th, just 10 seconds behind the leader now. Now, this is interesting. I should point out, by the way, I made a little change to the car in between races. Only a little one. I kind of made it into a UFC fighter. Gave it a weight cut. It's had to cut weight for this race, but it's only 50 kilos. You can't really cut that much weight. But every little helps, as a well-known supermarket likes to say. And I can't really say I'm feeling it, but, you know, given that handling is the only trump card I have for this car up against everyone else, I need to maximise that advantage as much as possible, so I'm on soft tyres, so we have to work on that. So I figured out, first race was close enough, I can give myself a little weight break. Oh, goodness me, we could be about to take 3 cars in one corner here. 3 cars in one corner. This is a bit ambitious. In fact, we're only going to take 1, if that. Oh, no, go on. Maybe not that corner, but this one, maybe. We've got 2. Come on, one more. Oh, he's fighting back. He is fighting back. No, he's not. He suddenly remembered he was driving a Lexus, and he was like, oh no, hang on. I'm not driving a race car at all. I'm driving a Lexus, and it's rubbish. Don't know why I suddenly got a northern accent at the end there. But anyway, the good news. Do you want the good news or the bad news first? Well, good news, I'm up to second place, and we're barely at halfway through the race. The bad news, we're still 7.2 seconds behind the leader, who I think is driving a BMW M4 Coupe in this race. Do you say coupe or coupe? Leave it down in the comments. Do you say coupe or coupe? I mean, I don't know if there's a right way or wrong way of saying it. There probably is. But I speak English, and there's a hell of a lot of words in that can mean completely different things, sound completely different, who knows. But now is not time for an English literature lesson. Now it's time for a lesson in driving techers, hopefully, from me. But you've just got to be... The thing is, you can see them up ahead, and you feel like you're catching up, and you know it's going to be close, but you just somehow got to stay calm. You can't start pushing the apexes, can't start lighting up the throttle, getting heavy on the accelerator. You really do have to be tranquilo until you get up behind the leader and hit the Destino for the win. So, there we go. There we go. And this track as well, it's a track that ideally you should have a good mix of great handling and high and low speed corners and some power off the corners. We've got 1 and 2 down pat. We don't have 3, I can tell you that for nothing. Come on, hamsters, you can do this. Maybe the engine in this car is an upgraded version of the hamsters from the Suzuki Swift. Come on, hamster power. I'll tell you what though, whisper it quietly. Whisper it very quietly, lest I jinx myself. Hamster power is kind of working. We're close to 2.8 seconds now on Carlson. Look at this. We've left the AI behind. Something that would happen, and why I mentioned the kind of OP cars earlier in the race, is that you'd get one of them in the middle of the pack, and you'd pass them early on, and then they'd a switch would snap in their head, and they'd suddenly remember they were driving a really fast car, and they'd just chase you all the way through the field. Like, I've had races where I've risen from last to, like, 3rd or 2nd, all the while being chased by some absolute blithering idiot in, like, the Corvette Group 3 car, or the Cobra, and because they're the Gran Turismo AI, they can't drive for shit, so they just punt you into the corners, they try and dive bomb and then just get in your way, but they won't leave you alone. Luckily, that has not happened in this race, which is good, because I can see this battle going the distance, and the last thing we need right now is to be distracted by anyone coming up behind us. Oh, God. Oh, should we kill a cone? No, not this time. The cone survives. What's that cone? It was like, no, no, no! There we go, it's fine. That would be funny if cones actually had, like, little voices in there. Oh, no, please don't get me! Help! A lot of screaming for the cones. But anyway, a lot of screaming from my tyres. And I'll tell you what, might be a lot of screaming from me in a minute, because we are just over a second behind the leader with an entire lap still to go of this race. Right, come on. I've got to be able to seal this one. Oh, look how much better we are in the corners. Mate, well, you sold that car on the pretense that it's some sort of ultimate driving perfection machine, because you're about to be beaten by a man with, like, less than half the horsepower. Like, really? Can you stomach to do that? Are you embarrassed? I'm embarrassed for you. And I don't even know you. Mr. Carlson. D. Carlson. I'm now decided you're called Dave Carlson. I'm now passing you around there. Oh, God. Oh, God, that was close. Come on. Now still side by side. That was an exact moment right there. I was about to go around the outside in a spectacular move full of hubris, and then the rear tyres lit up and I went wide. Had I kept my foot in, that could have been an absolute disaster. So we've got to stay calm. Do we go for the move here? Nope, not quite. We're just gonna hound him into a mistake, to be honest with you. He is a Gran Turismo AI driver. I mean, she or they. I mean, the AI does not assume a gender here. So, whoever you are, Carlson, I'm just gonna try and pressurize you into a mistake. This is full R Racing Evolution all over again. Oh, and I murdered a cone in the process. Terribly sorry about that. Not sorry. Go on, run wide, run wide. Oh, he's hit the brakes though. He's hit the brakes. Do we go for the move here? Do we go for the move here? No, he's going to have a speed advantage on us, so we'll just settle in line and tail him. See if we can draft him down to the hairpin. I don't think we'll be close enough. I think he'll have the speed advantage. Whoa, squeaky bum time. This is getting a bit nervous. Got to stay tranquilo. Got to wait for the ideal moment. Hit the Destino for the win. And the IWGP World FR Challenge Championship. I don't know what bollocks I'm on about now. He did not get a good run off the corner, but then again, neither did I. I had to let off then. And they get such a good run out of that corner because it's slightly uphill, and we just don't. Oh no, he's leaving us. No, come back. Have we missed our chance? Surely not. Surely not. Will he run wide up here? He has run wide up here. He has run wide, completely wide. We are going to get one more chance, and I don't think we're going to be able to afford to muck it up either. So here we go. Come on, come on. Set it up for the next corner. Set it up for the next corner. Set it up for the next corner. Come on, come on. Up the inside. Yes, there we go. There you go. Grit your teeth. Yes, we're going to do it like James Drake. Lovely. Now, we're We've got one more corner to put a little distance between us. Oh, he's power sliding. He's desperate. He's desperate to try and get the lead back. All right, come on. Come on. One more corner. One more corner. Don't run wide. Don't run wide. There we go. There we go. Come on. I need the power. I need all the power you've got. Everything you've got, hamsters. Everything you've got. I think we've got enough of a gap. I think we're going to do it. We are going to do it. Yes! Second win. Oh, dear. This series is doing no end of bad things to my blood pressure. But boy, oh boy, another hugely exciting race. Another tense win. This time by half a second. A yawning chasm compared to the first race. But I think that time when we were able to make the pass with a couple of corners to go, we were able to get the run off the final corner and just sort of gap, space out to the guy behind, to Carlson in the BMW. But I'll tell you what, I'm giving him a handshake out the window of the car. I'm doing the sort of Tyler Bate wave at him out of the car. It was a good race. It was a good race there. He made me work hard for the win, just like the guy did in the first race. And I can't get over that. Car handicap 90%. I do wonder if it's possible to have car handicap 100%. It's got to be possible. If anyone's going to find out, it's me. But in the meantime, let's move on to the third and final round. So it all comes down to this, the Furu Challenge Plus Race 3 at Dragon Trail. And a few interesting things to note here. First off, this track, I don't think it's going to suit our car as much as the others. I know the other cars weren't exactly like tight, twisty, nadgery tracks, but this one has got a lot of long straights. So we'll see how well we can do. This may be a bridge too far for our little car. But one thing that is very interesting is that the car starting on pole is a Corvette Stingray, like the 1969 model. 69 for now. Nice. Enough innuendos. Stop it. Stop it, Adam. Bad Adam. Yeah, where was I going with that? Yes, well, it's the old Corvette starting on pole, so hopefully he can do us a little bit of a solid and hold up the field for a bit, even though he's already 20 seconds in front of us. Anyway, and we've got battles of our own to negotiate here. Oh, yes! Starting with eliminating that cone with absolute precision. Editing out and put a slow-mo replay in of that. I mean, that was just spectacular. Just right next to the wall. Maybe he thought he was safe up against the wall. No, sir. No way, cone. Oh my god, meanwhile we've got a guy in a Lexus who cannot drive. Where have we seen that before? Absolutely every race in this bloody championship. But we've made our first position then. The guy in the Camaro is a bit unwieldy as smell. A smell? I'm smelling fear from the Camaro. This is like the Naked Gun 2.5. The smell of fear is apparently happening in front of us. I don't know where I'm going with that, but I know where I'm going with my car. Right up the inside of him. That was a bit of a dive bomb there. Lovely. Very nice. Come on. Come on. Pick up some speed out of the corner. And I think the Corvette's already been passed in the lead. Bollocks. I'm done asking for favours from this AI. Meanwhile, this guy in the Camaro is a bit annoyed that we try passing him. Oh, and it's this corner that I just can't do. But I have done it. I have done it. That is somewhat of a miracle. And because I have done it, it appears me and the AI share something in common. We can't do that corner back there. I just managed to do it half competently and I passed 2 cars in one go. Let's see if we can pass the third one here. Lovely. That's a pretty decent first lap. How do you say so myself? Come on. Come on. Get the power down. What little power there is there. I mean, 235 horsepower is a decent amount of power for a car. Just not when you're up against cars with... Let me just do the math. Yeah, double that. Yeah, double that. Some of the cars in this race have 460, 480, 490 horsepower. So, yeah... Not decent compared to those numbers, but, size isn't everything, as this car has been teaching the world since day one. Go on, right, through that corner, that's... oh, no, come on! No, I can't be doing this power sliding nonsense now. That's the thing with this car, you'll go to put the power down, and you're like, no, I'm fine to do it, it's gripping, and then suddenly you'll go, and it's like, nope, I fancy doing a bit of wheel spin, I just fancied having a bit of fun. Sorry, I just... Grip was a thing that I had in my hands and then I lost it. Speaking of lacking grip, what is this bunch of absolute arseholes doing? Mate, you're in a Mustang GT, there's the throttle, there you go. If I thought I was struggling to accelerate this car off corners, by crikey are this lot having a fun time. Oh my god, this guy in the Mustang is now just a professional. Get out the way. It's an absolute pleb. Just, oh my god, now he's trying to spin us. Do not. Just don't even try, mate. Don't even try. It's not my fault you cannot drive at high speed, which you'd have thought he'd have thought about before he became a pro race driver. Like, really? Oh, do you have to be able to drive fast? Yeah. Oh, I'll figure that one out later. It'll be fine. Let's just buy a really high horsepower Mustang. Yeah, oh god, oh my god, look at this. This is an absolute cluster fruitcake. We've got the Corvette that was on pole. He's now just sinking like a stone through the field. We now got a bunch of people all kind of tripping over each other. We're going side by side with a BMW through this corner. This is definitely not a good idea. Now the Cobra's slid and hit the wall. Now we've bounced off the Cobra. Now the guys in front have slowed pathetically for this corner. And I think he's now bounced off the wall. We're now banging with the BMW. I'm now banging a BMW apparently. Jesus Christ, I don't know what words are anymore. And this video has now been restricted by YouTube. All of them are restricted by YouTube. I don't know what I'm on about. That's not even a joke anymore. Oh my god. Excuse me, you absolute penis. Will Murray. Did you hear me mocking you? What was that about? You just dive-bombed the shit out of us, rammed us into the Guillo in the poor Lexus, and now he's going to leave us out to dry. Well, it's just not cricket, mate. We're not going to have that. Oh shit, don't throw a block. They're already up alongside you, mate. Don't do that. Right, let's see how they do through here then. Oh, the Lexus is leaning on me. This is all getting a bit aggressive here. Alright, calm it down. Come on. Calm down. There we go. You can't do corners either, so I'm just going to go back up. Oh, that overtake had everything. It was a dive bomb, and I killed a cone, and I just mugged off some fool. Look at him. Look at you there. Just hold the L, sir. Hold that L. Oh, no. I think he's a bit annoyed. I think I made him angry. Oh, shit. Oh, no. No. Car. Don't let me down now. Oh, car. Don't let me down now. Come on. Right, go. He's now back in front of us. Stupid car. It's almost like this car does not like arrogance. It hears me gloating and then it's like, oh, sorry, did you want to actually get away from him? No, I'm just going to crash, mate. I'm just going to crash. Oh, this guy can't do corners for shit, can he? It's like the other guy who can't drive at high speed. This guy cannot do corners. He cannot turn. The only time you've done a corner in this race, mate, is when you were leaning on me. Oh, God. I tell you what, this car... I've realised what the issue is. This car gets very light over some of those high-speed corners, and that's a bit of a recipe for disaster. See what we can do down here. Oh, that's a much better line for that corner. Come on. There you go. That's nice. Right, refocus. We're back on track now. Those two are just tripping over each other back there. So hopefully we can get our heads down and move up the order. Up to 5th, but we're still 13 seconds behind whoever the leader is, so... We've got some work to do here if we want to go 3 from 3, and that rumble strip just threw us into the wall there, so even the track is now rebelling against us. The track has turned heel, as have most of the field have turned heel on us, as have now the track. I definitely now feel like the sort of underdog babyface rising up. The Authority and his minions across the track, they're trying to stop us winning. They won't stop us, especially with moves like that. Goodbye, sir. Whoa. Come on, there you go, nice. And we have now cut that gap to the lead to 9 seconds. I expect that to expand a little bit here to go down the straightaway. Up behind Aston Martin V8 Vantage, which is not quite getting away as fast as I thought. That Lexus will come up pretty soon. Wonder if he drives as incompetently as his teammate. And the other Lexus, well, he's driving a Lexus, so I'm sure he does. Right, up the inside. Go. Get it. There we go. Lovely. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. It's like very much controlled aggression with this car, which is a weird concept for me. Normally it's just uncontrollable, all-out aggression from me. Alright, here we go. Let's not risk going flat through there like we did last time. I do wonder if I don't think there is tyre wear in these. Oh my god! Oh, surgical precision with the pass there. Oh, V-pace, learn to keep pace with me, sir. Woohoo! Sorry, I'm just sort of giving myself a pat on the back for that one. That was I just went to stick it up the inside. I was like, there's not going to be any room there. There was approximately the width of one Toyota GT86 up the inside, and I filled it with approximately one GT86. Oh, I'm kind of proud of myself for that. That was alright. Right, okay then. Here we go. Suddenly the gap's coming down. Now down to 6.6 seconds to the leader, R. Suzuki. Presumably not Minoru Suzuki's long-lost cousin. I hope not. Otherwise I'll be having nightmares for the rest of the recording. Come on. We've figured out a better way through the corner. I used to just brake as late as possible at that corner, but I think it's one of those corners that rewards you for braking a little bit earlier, getting the power on earlier, so we'll see. That's totally within track limits, shut up. That actually was. And now there's this corner. Oh god, this corner, the corner of poo, the chicane of absolute poo. It's getting a bit smelly now, to be honest. But we have navigated it safely, and I'll tell you what, whisper it quietly, we are now just 4 seconds behind the leader. In fact, we can see the leader now. So this is down. Are we down for another epic last lap showdown? Our Suzuki better be, because we fucking are. Let's do this, guys. Let's make sure I don't lose my voice before the end of the race. Come on, voice. Come on, car. Come on, voice. Both of you just need to be good for one more lap. And then I can, I don't know, communicate in, like, handwritten cards for the rest of the evening, like those old Looney Tunes cartoons. Whenever a character who didn't have a voice would try and communicate, he'd just, like, scribble stuff on card and signs. Anyway. Come on, come on. 3.9 seconds. Can we do anything to that lead? It is going to be tough. I think the main area of advantage we're going to have is through from the next corner onwards, basically. So let's get that right. Let's get this one right. Come on, car. Everything you have. I'm going to need everything you have and a bit more than that. Taking another second out. Come on. Come on. This is tense. This is genuinely tense. I think it's going to be too little too late, but we can give it a good go. If he makes one mistake, we're going to be on him. We are going to be on him here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he made a mistake there at all. But we are still gaining, though. We are still gaining. Gaining. Surely not another last corner pass. Surely not. We've had enough of those already. Come on, we are closing. 1.5 seconds. This might be epic music on. As of all the races, to be honest, but particularly this one, seemingly. Right, brake early, brake early, brake early, brake early. Turn in early, turn in early, turn in early. There we go, there we go. Come on, come on, we are so close now. Come on, we are so close. Why have I got no power? Why did I choose a car with such pathetically little power? Now I'm coming to regret my decision. But we are quite good at this corner. We are quite good at this corner. And if he stalls here, he has stalled here. Oh my god. Oh, yes. Look at that. Picture perfect. Okay, out of nowhere. Right, okay, focus. We've still got a corner to go and a long run to the line. Right, breathe. Breathe. Stay calm. He's going to have one more assault on us. Oh, and I think we've messed up a braking. Come on. Come on. No. Oh, no, I don't need wheel spin. I don't need wheel spin, car. Come on. Come on! Oh, he's wheel spinning as well! It's gonna be another drag race to the line! No! 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 Come on! Come on, where's the finish? Oh, there it is! There! Oh! Oh, dear! I actually just had a heart attack! Christ! Jesus! Oh, this is not good for blood pressure at all! Oh, I'm dead. I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I am done. Another win. Another, like, final corners pass. Another win by 1/10 of a second. I think all of our finishes in this championship were all won by about a combined total of 0.3 of a second. There it is there. Suzuki. 0.113. Oh my god. Oh my god, be still my beating heart. I fear it never will be again. Blimey, Charlie. Well, I'll tell you what. As little content as this game has, and everything else you might be able to say about this game, what this game still does have is when you find the right level of challenge and the right car to do each race in, it's still an absolute blast. It's still heart-pounding excitement. And that's what I always loved about Gran Turismo games. You can overkill all the races if you want, but where's the fun in that? Seriously, I need a beer. I need a stiff drink after that one. And to me, that says that was a fun episode. That was a good set of races. I hope you enjoyed this series of races as much as I did, recording them for you guys. You see what I mean? This game might not have much in it, but I'm having a blast with it so far. Let's hope that continues next time out. In the meantime, comment down below your favourite cars in gaming history. The favourite cars you've had, be they in Gran Turismo games, Forza games, whatever. The cars you've really built almost a personal bond with. They've won you some awesome races. They've been good to you online. Your favourite cars in any racing game. Leave them down below in the comments. Give this video a big old thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, which I hope you have. Mash that big red button with subscribe on it if you're new in the arcade. And I'm off for a lie down. I'll see you guys next time in the Armbar arcade.